Hello everybody and welcome back. You may think I was leaving the channel forever, instead not. Just a couple of things to fix in my life. And welcome back on iKeysRacing. I had the privilege to actually read you with your responses on the poll we have on our community space within YouTube. And so after the celebration of the 5 years of the longevity of the channel, we will start for sure something different from July 2025 onwards, hopefully. That being said, I must finish first all the open themes, and the first one I want to complete today with the last 4 races to be played is F1 Challenge Valerio Bertolotti VB edition, where we had a championship that, unfortunately, purchasing a new computer, I haven't been able to transfer to the new computer. The game itself, yes, but the whole season not. So I replayed very quickly the first 12 races, and you are going to see a quick recap race by race with everything happened offline, but unfortunately I had to replay the first three quarters of the season from scratch. But at least this is the new driver's situation compared to the last one that you see on screen. And apart from this, it's now time to quickly rewind the tape, see what has happened, and also the same has happened about the Constructors' Championship. But nonetheless, it created quite a remarkable, allow me to say, challenging competition. And so we are going to see what will be the final 4 races of the season, and if we will be capable to celebrate the name of the theme We Are the Champions, and so to bring Mario Andretti to actually win the championship. But before this, let's go to see the first 12 races replayed offline. Okie dokie. So back for the Netherlands Grand Prix on the old 78th edition of the Zandvoort track layout. We have Niki Lauda, Carlos Reutemann, Ronnie Peterson, Jules Villeneuve, John Watson, Jody Scheckter clinching the top P6. I already had a car setup that I'm going to load, just a generic one. 7 laps to do, 10 laps loaded, maybe we can go down to 9. Hard tires, dry condition, let's go on track.
Hello.
Okay, maybe for the last 4 races we use this. It's a different view, more or less replica of normal view from the cockpit that I do like more, honestly. Actually go back.
Ronnie Peterson. The race leader is entering the pits now.
Maybe
is in the pits now.
Okay.
Gilles Villeneuve has lost his front wing.
Peace.
Ronnie Peterson is unable to continue.
I love this game. Okay, no front wing anymore. Who cares? obviously the advantage of a dry surface is not just for us, it's for everybody on track. P3 because Fittipaldi retired.
About 15 seconds ahead. You're running third.
And Brett Langer is behind.
And just put up the fastest lap of the race. Already in the pit. Already in the pit. Already in the pit.
Almost lost the car.
The race leader is entering the pit now.
Blackout, yes.
The race leader is entering the pit now. Already in the pit. There's a spinning sector 3. Watch for the yellow flag. There's a spinning sector 3. Watch for the yellow flag. There's a spinning sector 1. Watch for the yellow flag.
I don't see the mirrors, so
It's running second. About 5 seconds ahead.
I don't know what's going on. Last
You're running
lap,
third.
7 seconds, 8
You're on the
seconds
final lap. Don't stop now.
of advantage over John Watson, not a direct contender for the title. So maybe there will be just Peterson, Reutemann or Villeneuve at the top, and James Hunt in between. For 2 corners, 5 seconds over Hector Rebac,
Has won the race.
but at this point of the race was running the previous year Lotus 77.
And finished in second position.
Nobody on the left or on the right. We clinch a P3,
Well done. You finished third.
also with a victory for Riccardo Patrese, for the Italian Arrows driver, and James Hunt clinching the second place. We get 4 points clear of advantage compared to our contenders. So let's see the new class. And so with 3 races to go now and 27 total points available, we have a 10 points difference advantage over Villeneuve, Reutemann, Ferrari, and Ronnie Peterson 43. So if we succeed on keeping this pace, wouldn't be bad. Constructors with 9 points over Scuderia Ferrari, so we need both Mario Andretti and Ronnie Peterson clinching points. Next stop at Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. My home soil, my hometown since 2014. Dry condition for the race. Very quickly the Lotus 78 car setup previously prepared. And so let's go. Don't ask me why, but I had to select the auto clutch. It's not really like before, but suddenly my steering wheel started to have a partial function of which shifter, don't ask me why. More competitive with this setup, I think.
There's a spinning sector 2. Watch for the yellow flag.
Even if it doesn't
There's a spinning sector 2. Watch for the yellow
gives me back the real sensation of driving the end of the 70s Formula 1 car. Much easier, obviously. Peterson out. There was already Niki Lauda out, you can see there. So even if Reutemann will win,
It's running second, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running third. Already in the pit.
it'll be okay to conserve this P3. Hopefully we will catch also Jody Scheckter despite having a too short fifth gear. I would have had at least 10 kilometers per hour more.
Watch for the yellow flag. Just put up the fastest lap of the race. It's running second.
Only contender until the end of the season. But with Peterson spinning out.
There's a spinning sector 3. Watch for the yellow flag.
And Gilles Villeneuve not seen around the P3, P4 before. Sorry for the words badly pronounced.
There's a spinning sector 3. Watch for the yellow flag. There's a spinning sector 3. Watch for the yellow flag. Already in the pit. It's running third. About 5 seconds ahead. You're running second. You're on the final lap. Don't stop now. There's a spinning sector 2. Watch for the yellow flag.
Also Reutemann out. Pay attention now, we have to easily pass him. And
That's smoke coming from his engine. There's a spinning sector 3. Watch for the yellow flag.
with 18 points still to be assigned.
It's out. He's blown the engine.
2 races to go at 2 times 9 points to clinch for the victory. It's quite a margin after this race.
Congratulations, you've won the race.
Oh yes, indeed.
With the race over, let's take a look at the classified results.
So we have Andretti, Reutemann, Scheckter,
The Team Lotus driver.
Jean-Pierre Jarier.
First.
Fine, so this is the figure with 15 points of advantage over Reutemann and 18 still to be assigned with 2 races to go, 9 points for each victory. We are very close to clinch the title, but we will have to keep an eye on Reutemann, Villeneuve, Ferrari and not maybe on Ronnie Peterson, that from here is technically out of the contention for the championship, because he can arrive up to 61 points, as well as the championship for constructors teams as well needs to be with 9 plus 6 maximum for each race with 30 points assignable. We haven't won yet the championship, but let's go at Watkins Glen.
Just before the free practice session begins. Well, that covers the drivers. Let's take a quick look at the constructors next.
Fine, let's go also with the warm-up and the race that will be dry.
Placed his
Here here we are. Substitute to Ronnie Peterons after he died, following the consequences of the tragic crash he had in the start of the Italian Grand Prix. Obviously cars this type didn't need front wing. I was saying that cars of this era didn't need optimistic maybe, yes. Without the front wing, but then if I crash the car, also because I'm currently holding the third position.
Already in the pit.
And I've been so stupid to compromise my steering wheel.
Already in the pit.
While saying exactly the opposite, so the front wing is not needed. True.
Already in the pit.
But if you crash,
It's running second, about 15 seconds ahead. You're running third.
the other start-finish line of the 60s was this one. The chicane was not applied to the racetrack until François Sauveur lost his life here. Trying to take a full throttle. The corner we have seen. I was saying that if Reutemann doesn't win, he mathematically give us the title. You may have seen Watkins Lenin, some other themes seen together with Gran Turismo, Sport, prototypes and so on. With B. Reutemann now taking the first position because we have in front Ronnie Peterson, losing, for what I have understood, yes, the front wheel. So now the new situation will say as second. We are taking technically more than the points needed to clinch the title here. If we finish second, like happened in the good old days, Formula 1 was more a matter of being constant and retiring less than others contenders.
Sector 3, watch for the yellow flag. Has won the race.
Despite taking ages of gap from Carlos Reutemann with the Ferrari, it's a second place. Worth.
Well done, you finished second.
Is a second place that worth the title.
First.
The Team Lotus driver.
Second.
And yes,
Didier Pironi.
Third.
Pironi.
Divina
964,
Gallica.
3, 2, 1. So we can go to the next
Clay
stage.
Regazzoni.
With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship.
The Team Lotus driver.
Takes over the lead in the Drivers' Championship.
And yes, also the game said it. So with 9 points still reachable, even if we retire in the next race, Carlos Reutemann winning would go to 68, 3 points shy from our current race, where with a second placement we needed 4 more points. We achieve, as We Are the Champions says, the championship for drivers. Maybe there will be still, with the retirement of Peterson and maybe Villeneuve, but with Scuderia Ferrari clinching more points today, 9 for the victory of Reutemann versus 6 of us, they are still in the possibility to score a 1-2 in the next race, do something like 15 points, and from our back the constructor title.
Scuderia Ferrari.
Increase their lead at the top of the Constructors' Championship.
And not only, we can retire all if they win the race, the next race, with one of the two drivers. They would go to 117 points. So let's go to see the last appointment at Montreal. Originally won Gilles Villeneuve. So let's go there and let's conclude at our best a phenomenal season. So here we are also on the nowadays circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Let's go to score all the practice. You still see Ronnie Peterson, because I did like the idea to have more than 26 contenders, so Ronnie can stay with us until the end of the season and possibly help what was not an help, unluckily for him, of Jean-Pierre Jarier, that in the brief period of adaptation after the Monza, the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, to the Lotus of Ronnie was not obviously receiving enough time to perform as well. So after the qualification we go to the warm-up, fine, and we will have a Peterson Lotus Ford, Reutemann Ferrari P2, Lauda Brabham Alfa Romeo, John Watson as well, Gilles Villeneuve Ferrari, James Hunt McLaren Ford. Again, a basic setup loaded, and back. Just scoring points for the team. Touches away. We still the circuit shooting is a bit different. Was also originally a pit entry. Too optimistic.
Let us spin it. Sector 1, watch for the yellow flag.
9.
In front wing. Has lost the wheel.
That's it out.
Has retired in sector 3.
Gain a position.
Is unable to continue. Is retired in sector 3. Has retired in sector 3. Has lost his rear wing. Already in the pit. Already in the pit. Already in the pit. It's running set. It's right in front of you. You're running 6.
Bit better this time. No. At least I must clinch the Q4. Okay, not a beautiful move, but at least working fine. I got almost right. first chicane, but not the second. Front wing gone. Bravo Marco. Ronnie passing again. Brake bias a bit on the front, given that we have less downforce. 2 laps to go.
Is unable to continue. Is retired in sector 1. Advancing front wing. Already in the pits.
Lots of traction. Exiting. Now 12 seconds from Peterson.
And just above them. And won the race. And finished in second position. Well done, you finished third.
So P3 scoring 4 points for the team. Ferrari scoring 15, so there's a difference of 11.
Has finished fourth.
As the teams get ready to leave,
So
let's
I want
take a
to
look at the
very
official results.
well. I was scared that would
Reunion.
have happened,
First,
and the other
Keyless Villeneuve.
Lotus
Second.
is
The Team Lotus driver.
third,
did not finish both.
Didier
Okay.
Pironi.
fourth,
So it will be 9, 6, 4, 3,
Jacques
2,
Lafitte.
1.
fifth,
So will bring us to actually face a reduction of advantage of points, plus 7 over Carlos Reutemann and plus 10 over Gilles Villeneuve. But at least we knew we were already the champions. So as in real life, Mario Andretti clinching the title, Carlos Reutemann, Gilles Villeneuve, Ronnie Peterson, James Hunt, John Watson closing the top 6 positions. And as I was fearing, that was not enough to beat the Ferraris in Canada, differently from real life. Here, Scuderia Ferrari, with the last gasp of points, gets 15 full, so moving to 123, 4 points more than us as a John Player Team Lotus. And we should have finished at least with 1 Lotus in front of 1 Ferrari, because even with the P4 today of us or of Ronnie Peterson, 3 points more would have been 122. So it was needed to have a Ferrari, a Lotus, a Ferrari, a Lotus to counterattack the effect of 1-2 for the Italian team. But this is how the championship finishes, also from the constructor point of view, and it closes a new era of Formula 1 that was the themed wing cars. Started with miniskirt tentatives in the previous months, but definitely for 1978 the only team to completely conquer the type of technology was the British Lotus team of Colin Chapman, that not only built a liked car but also very effective from an underneath chassis, and technically was a car that was a wing vice versa, upside down compared to an airplane. Yes, there were front wings and rear wings in some way balancing the car, but mainly the main body and the main area under the car was sealed with miniskirts, lateral miniskirts, was the best concept of that year. Then from 79 and so on, Ferrari started to be the dominant force, then Williams, then up to Brabham 1981, But then there was the arrival of the turbo technology from 1977 with Renault that shaped in a different way the world of Formula 1, and the first year with a turbo engine winning the Constructor Championship was the 82 with Ferrari, but the first real champion of the world as a driver was Nelson Piquet in 1983, and will be the next season where we will approach in 16 races what we have seen did like we did today. So 16 races divided in 4 episodes each, and maybe, who knows, we will do them live streaming together. But so far, at least, we have completed the 78th season. That is also the 5th season seen together with F1 Challenge, with the VB Valerio Bertolotti edition that allows you to play all Formula 1 seasons from 1950 up to nowadays. There is also an edition for the pre-World War era, so the 30s-ish, and it's nice to be played, especially if you change your steering wheel with a big one, this one, and becomes really funny to be driven. Who knows, maybe one day we will try a championship with this thing in our hands and the old cars mandatory to be driven with a lot of steering action. We will see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching after a long time, also this episode in advance. Thank you very much. I will stop this concept until the final completed themes that we launched at this point 2 years ago. There are so many other stories to be told. This one of today was about an American-Italian driver like Mario Andretti that won at both sides of the Atlantic, and not only, and maybe he missed just the 24 hours of Le Mans for the Triple Crown, but I mean, I would change my life with the one of Mario Andretti if anyway there would be a type of victory like this one, and not only. So thank you very much for watching again. See you with the next theme. I'm organizing things, so I don't know yet what will be, and it will be a pleasure to have you again the next time. Stay very well, best wishes to you all, stay into keen racing always, and best things to you and to your beloved. From Monza, from Marco. Bye bye, ciao, see you very soon, bye bye. Arigato, I was forgetting. Dankeschön, spasiba, thank you very much, already said, but once more, obrigado y muchas gracias, and merci beaucoup. Bye bye, ciao.